Well, hello, this is Mark at the Swamp School. Today we're going to be going over the 5 things you need to know about the 2019 Waters of the United States rules that just came out, or basically are in draft form still, but under review. First and foremost, it's coming, and that's the first thing you need to know. It's part of a 3-phase process of the current administration, which was to rescind all the previous rules, revise, and there was sort of an interim attempt to revise them and then finally replace them. Well, the rescinding didn't really happen. The revising really didn't happen, largely because both of those got bound up in court cases. But this is meant to replace all of that, and that is the intention of this. So it is coming, and it is here. The second point is it is meant to simplify the process. Largely what we're looking at is a physical-only connection to traditional navigable waterways. We're no longer concerned about chemical or biological connections. And the biggest thing is it is focused really on this non-professional risk assessment, which is highly controversial. But the idea basically is that less than experienced people could be able to do these wetland delineations, or wetland assessments rather so much than a full-blown consulting type project. But it is meant to simplify it. So that's the point there, is that it is the second thing you need to know. The third thing you need to know is that there is no automatic transfer of protections to the state. It's up to the state to figure that out. And there's also going to be a reduction of 404 assumable waters by the state. And that will affect both states that have already assumed some of these 404 waters, as well as states that have not. So it is definitely going to change the role of the state. And the definition of the wetland, the good news here, I guess, if you want to take it as that, it remains unchanged. The wetlands are wetlands. They haven't been changed. However, the FSA, Food Security Act agreements, are unchanged by this rule. This applies only to Army Corps of Engineers and EPA programs, and basically have developed a new concept of a federal non-jurisdictional wetland. So that is essentially what remains. And the idea basically is it's still a wetland. The question is whether or not it's jurisdictional. And the last point on this is that there are going to be plenty of legal challenges that are going to be coming forward on this, which more likely will delay a nationwide implementation, similar to what happened with the 2015 rules. Basically, what we're looking at the potential of 3 sets of rules, depending upon where you are in the country, which would be the pre-2015 rules, which are basically the 1986 definition. Then we have the 2015 rules that apply to about 22 states. And then that's been changed. That's actually changing because the government has changed the way they have been defending itself, I guess, against these challenges. And then finally, the 2019 rule, which is supposed to supplant all of that, but basically cover all of that. And so the legal challenges are going to delay nationwide implementations because it's coming. How that affects that largely will be on a district or circuit court basis, by circuit court basis or district court basis, depending upon where the lawsuit is filed, which it should actually be at the district court level, which came up in a Supreme Court case, but that's another topic for another day. At any rate, there's a lot to learn on this, and as a special offer, the Swamp School would like to come to you and basically give you a more in-depth review and an opportunity to ask questions about what these 5 things mean to your business. And we're offering a special free lunch offer. And we can do this if you're in our local environs. We can do this live, or we can do it online as kind of a live lunch and learn online, where you can ask questions through the wonders of webinars. So we will be offering that up. If you would like to learn more about this, to schedule a time and to find out more about this, just drop us an email at support@swampschool.org. Put in lunch and learn in the subject line, and that'll help us get back with you. And throw some suggested dates as to when you'd like to do it. But basically, we will come to you, and we will even bring lunch. So it is truly a free lunch, and we would invite something for you and your staff. So with that, I wish you a great week. Definitely reach out to us, let us know how we're doing, and we'll see you in the swamp. Take care.